So we're going to talk about subtraction in our class in the next couple of weeks. And we're going to be looking at subtraction, and we're going to call it with ungrouping. And ungrouping might be the same thing as you learned when you were growing up as borrowing or trading. What we call it ungrouping, and I'll talk about why that is in a second. So we would start with something simple like 13 minus 5. And how we might look at that, if we looked at it as a drawing, we would say that we had a 10 stick and 3 ones. So I have my 3 ones plus a 10 stick. And if I wanted to take 5 away from that, I would look at the ones and I would say, I can't take 5 ones away. So what I have to do is I have to take my 10 stick and ungroup it and turn it into 10 ones. So I have those 10 ones, plus I have these 3 ones from before. Now I can look and I can cross off 5 because I'm getting rid of 5. So I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And basically that leaves me with 8 left. So if we wanted to look at it from a picture viewpoint, that's really what we're talking about. Looking at it from just numbers, we would say 13 minus 5. We say if there's more on the floor, go next door. So if the bottom number is bigger than the top number, you have to go to the neighbor next door. So if there's more on the floor, go next door. Alright. So I look and I see 5 is bigger, so there's more on the floor. So I need to go next door. So I'm going to take my 110, turn it into 0 tens, and move that 110 over, turn it into 10 plus my 3 that I had here to make 13. Now, obviously, this is the same problem that we had before, and the kids just count backwards. 13 minus 5 is 8. But when we do it with something a little more complicated, as you'll see in a minute, it's a little different, and kids can make sense of it more. So, moving on now, we would look at one like 48 minus 29. So, if we were looking at 48 minus 29, we would see there's more on the floor, so I have to go next door, take 110 away. If I take 110 away from 4 tens, I have 3 tens left. I bring that 110 over, I add my 8 ones to it, and I have 18 ones. Now I can do 18 minus 9, which equals 9, and I can do 3 minus 2, which equals 1. So I looked at it just as ungrouping from taking one of my 4 tens and bringing it over. That leaves me with 3 tens plus 10 ones and the 8 ones I had before. I know that's a little confusing. If we look at it from bigger numbers, you can see how we'll walk through it with 413 minus 268. So we look and we say, oh, there's more on the floor, so I need to go next door. Ungroup here, I take 110 away, bring it over here, add it to the 3. We like to ungroup all before we subtract. So now I look at the next one, I look at my 10s here. 6 is more than 0, so I need to go next door, take 1 away, bring it here. Now I know I can subtract straight across after I've ungrouped everything I need to. So I'm going to start with 13 minus 8. 13 minus 8 is 5. Then I'm going to go with 10 minus 6. 10 minus 6 is 4. And finally I'm going to go with 3 minus 2 is 1. So my answer is 145. That's the first part of our subtraction. So if you are struggling with getting your student to learn how to ungroup, just remember, we say if there's more on the floor, go next door.